Good morning, pregame crew. It is Friday, August 4th, 2023, 6:20 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't get that as mixed up as I used to, but still not totally smooth yet. 10 years from now, I'm going to have this down pat. So just stay with me. Good morning and thank you for being here. This is the pregame show, and I will officially get started in 9 minutes, and the non-farm payrolls will also get started in 9 minutes, and that data will come out. Between now and then, I'm going to do audio visual check, say hello to my friends, and take a few chart requests. Thank you, Rob. Hey, Tom, Greg, Geo Guitar, Bennett, Ayo. Hey, Tess. Hey, 374 Lawn. How's the addiction coming? Addicted to us. Chart guys. Hey, Casey. Hey, Clifton Rogers, thank you for the bang, bang, bang. Nightbot deleted it. I don't know. He's very sensitive. He doesn't like a lot of emojis. Good morning, Night Truck. Hey, Jody, Cliff. Hey, Nugget, Anthony, Bask, Greg, Samwise. Nugget. That is the gift of Louisianians, is we can turn a one-syllable word into 4 syllables. We just drag it out. Drag it out. Hey, Greg, Sam. Fernando, yeah, hit the like button. Hey, EQ, B-Hawk, SpongeBob's Battle Pants. SpongeBob in the house. Hey, Mal. Hi. Mike, Todd Father, Hector, Bitwise, JK, Scott, Lisa. Hi. I'll go back up to the top, see if I have any chart requests. You know what? That's weird. Clifton, it deleted your 4 bangs and it left Cliff's 4 wave things. That's so weird. It is very temperamental. Hey, Scott. Okay, I don't see any chart requests yet. I am short oil right here, right now. Just went short oil in the last 10 minutes. High risk trade. I love oil. I think oil is one of the prettiest trades out there. So I'm giving you my trade within like 15 cents of entry. And I know that sometimes sucks, and I don't want to be that person that's telling you 15 seconds later, but in an $81 instrument, almost $82, I think that's close enough. That's like hand grenades and first dates, whatever, horseshoes, whatever the close, too close, not close, I don't know. I know, right, Gregory? It would last like 20 minutes. Hey, Grisha in Hong Kong. Hey, Robbie. Nancy, you want some DNN? Okay, let's do some DNN. Oh, that's CNN. I'm so used to typing that for the world money charts. DNN, I believe this is a uranium chart, right? Yep, uranium. I thought so. Okay, nice grind sideways. Has a daily squeeze going on. Market is bouncing into jobs reports. They're expecting on the non-farm payrolls 200,000. Just something I heard on CNBC by Steve Leisman, I believe, the economist. I heard about 3 hours ago, if I'm remembering it correctly, that he's thinking the jobs report that there is not going to be as many jobs reported because of the heat wave that we had last month. And that makes sense. There were people who needed to go to work, like in construction in Phoenix, and they couldn't because it was 120 degrees. That makes sense. So we'll see if it comes in hot or not. This is just really chopping sideways. Yesterday had a 4-cent range. It's getting tight. It's bullish. It's overall bullish chart. As long as we're holding the daily 50 RSI and daily 50 MA, I would stay with a bullish tone. You could draw a channel here on these top lines and these bottom lines. It's developing a pretty clear channel. GBP, JPY, 8 cap. Potential weekly bull flag. Nice long lower wick of bulls buying the dip. Daily higher low anticipated. It's not the ideal look, but they did buy that dip feverishly. 4-hour downtrend. Hourly sideways. This is a tough one. This is really tough. We're looking for a weekly higher low and looking for a 4-hour higher low. So if 10839 could hold, that could possibly be an attempt for your weekly higher low, but these other attempts have not gone so well. It's not super clear for me. JPN 225. Nope, that's a 1. I have it so dark in here that I can't see my keyboard. And I only need my keyboard for numbers, but 15-minute bear flag. Let's go up to higher time frame, daily downtrend, weekly downtrend, daily downtrend, 4-hour downtrend has made enough room for a 4-hour high or low. Bulls are trying to play defense. They got whacked by the hourly 50 EMA. Potential 15-minute bear flag. You could look to top fish this 32225. Yeah, this is your top fish level on the hourly chart right there to try to go with this overall downtrend theme. Market's getting a really nice bounce. We have a lot of mixed signals out there with Amazon and Apple earnings, and we will sift through that in about 25 minutes. We'll go through about 25 charts, and I lie, it's always more than that. But it's maybe 30 charts in 25 minutes pretty efficiently. If you need to slow me down, then slow down that speed. If you need to speed me up, then you know what to do. Typically, me too, well, all the time. If anyone asks me when they should sell something, they should sell it the minute that they ask me. They should sell it. So I would sell it at market open, and if Amazon has a dip and you want to add to it or buy it back, great. If Amazon keeps going, just smile and wave and have JOMO because you already made money. GE. I got sleep last night and I had my athletic greens. Warning, warning. 110.98. That gap did not get filled yet. GE, a daily high or low is on watch. Potential hourly inverse head and shoulders here. 50 MA is a problem. Need to get over yesterday's high. Strong. PNW. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Okay, it's sitting on the daily 50 MA. Oh, that rhymed. Let's sing it, Otis. So are they getting hit hard on some type of earnings, maybe net? I don't know. We've lost 231.81. That looks bad. You've lost your weekly support. I can't support a swing right here. It needs to sort out its bottom first before you can look for a bottom fish. I like SMCI. I posted it yesterday and it was a pretty trade if you took it. SMCI approaching, wait. Oh, here. SMCI earnings next week per trading view. I said that 13 minutes after market open. I'm on mountain time. Held yesterday's low. So let's look at that. So I posted that right here is where I posted it. And you got a nice bounce out of that if you took it. So I like SMCI. It's related to NVDA. In theory and concept, it should have a bullish earnings. If it's related to NVDA, we'll see potential daily bull flag. Oh, Casey, I'll answer you in a minute. Okay, so jobs report in 30 seconds. Let's go sort out what's going on. If I can get there, I said I'm going to clean out all this list, but I haven't done it yet. So earlier we were looking as though we had a 2-hour inverse head and shoulders on ES, which is slightly bullish. We'll see if this resolves to the upside. We need to break 2547. 254750. That is your high from Wednesday. In order to feel better about this 2-hour inverse head and shoulders being set, overall QQQ and SPY, and then we have data. We have liftoff. Data, 187,000 non-farm payrolls came in less than expected. That is bad news is good news. So the dollar should be getting whacked. And now oil is bouncing. I may get stopped out. Yeah, dollar is getting whacked. That should be bullish for gold. Bullish is popping, gold is popping right now, and that's bullish the market. So this is a bad news is good news. Looks like the old Steve Leisman knows what he's talking about. 187,000 jobs, not as many jobs as we anticipated. That means the economy is slowing. Fed interventions are working. That's what the culmination of all that data means. So overall, pretty bullish. Looks like we're getting a resolution to the high side on this 2-hour inverse head and shoulders. We got to get over 254750 in order to prove something. Apple is dragging us, pulling us down. Amazon's lifting us up. Let's see what the result of this push-pull is. Will jobs number break the tie? Y'all ready to get started? Mal, again, when I'm laughing, you know I'm laughing at something you've said. All right, let's get this show on the road. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. And my goodness, I've been trying to break 5,000 forever. Give me a like on Twitter, folks. Let's see. I was supposed to mention some type. Oh, there is a PDF ebook that's in the link in the YouTube description below on market rotation. You can sign up and get a copy of our book PDF from, I believe, Denzi on market rotation. Not to be confused with rotation. All right, so major earnings out of the way. We still have, of course, more earnings next week that could impact the market. There's always something, some type of headline brewing out there. So we can't get too comfortable. Overall, the bears have more of an edge today than the bulls. Dollar was bearish earlier. I think it's continuing that tone after the data. We'll see if this reaction holds. And remember, we go mark the high and the low of the reaction, and that becomes the key levels. There's the high, 453850. There's the low, 4520. And that tells us once one of these breaks to the upside or downside, it tells who has more control. So let's see if bulls can pull this together, pull off this 2-hour inverse head and shoulders, and nail this weekly bull flag bottom, potential weekly bull flag bottom on ES and NASDAQ. RTY, I want to kind of lead with this. And I have my notes off screen, and I will copy and paste those for TCG members when I am done. I will stop out of oil short around 82.15. 82.15 is where I will stop out. So just so you know, and I don't have to watch that out the corner of my eye. Okay, so we have a potential megaphone on RTY. Why am I starting with RTY? RTY was the only one of our major four yesterday that held the daily high or low. Well, since then, it's given it up. It lost the daily uptrend by $3. Not a very convincing break, and this megaphone has me on my toes, more of a bull than a bear. And I was looking at names like KRE. They look good. KRE looked decent in pre-market. PACW looked decent in pre-market. That could pull RTY up. So for me, RTY is more of a long in this area than a short. So back to ES. This potential 2-hour inverse head and shoulders. Okay, I've drawn on about that enough. And look what the problem is. The Great Wall of Louisiana. That yellow line is our hourly 50 MA, and that's a simple moving average. It's overhead. Bulls are struggling there. Okay, now we're pulling back. If we lose the low of the reaction, favor goes to the market bears. NASDAQ, we're below the hourly 50 MA, and we've got a major push-pull between Amazon and Apple. Who wins? And yesterday should have been a great day for an oil long idea that we had, XLE long idea we had, shorting the gap fill areas, all the different gap fill discussions we had, they all worked out very well. Bullish in the morning, bearish in the afternoon, that worked. So I hope that you had some success yesterday. So RTY 4-hour megaphone. YM. Hourly 50 MA is the problem. Daily, we have lost our uptrends. Potential weekly bull flag. Let's see what the bulls can do. Giving back a lot here on this reaction, this data reaction. Key support is the low of yesterday, 35216, and that's true for most charts. Resistance 35430. Now oil's pulling back. VIX is really just letting off a lot of steam. It's red this morning, so I marked that as a, I didn't mark any correlation. I need to mark that bullish. That's a bullish correlation on VIX. VIX is, we don't see a lot of fear right now. And that's different than the last 2 days. That's different. So it's pretty close. XLE was holding up pretty strong. Let's see, has DAX gone red? Yep, DAX is red. Hang Seng is green. 0.61%. Overnight, it was up 0.61%, and DAX is down currently. There goes oil. Okay, I'm going to take a little profit of oil short right now. You should, if you follow me when I told you, you have 20 cents in the money right now. Oh, let me switch to day trade account. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so this is how I shorted. I'm using CL puts, and this is how I shorted CL. So this is starting to move to the downside. I'm going to move my sell, and I'm going to talk to you about this DOM. So I had 3, 2 have already sold, and I got 1. I'm going to just keep watching. Okay, we've lost the low of the reaction. That is more bearish than bullish. We've lost the low of the reaction. Hello, hello. There you go, E cubed. You're watching it. Yep, broke the low of reaction. That is bearish. All right, so I'm going to watch my put on CL. I'm going to watch my put. And if you're trading this, 1 put, and my cost right now was 51 cents. That means $510. You multiply it times 1,000 instead of 100 like a normal contract. So now I'm going to keep moving it up. So it is much bigger than a typical options contract. If you're not very familiar with options, I would not start out with trading oil futures contracts. All right. Yeah, hit the like button. Okay, we did all that. VIX just popped green on the loss of that low. Let's see if VIX bulls can get going. Let's go look at Bitcoin. If I could predict what's going to happen with this weekly chart, I would be a very happy lady, but I'm just not in the business of predicting, so I guess I won't. We're looking for a weekly high or low. This daily chart cannot get out of its own way. EMA's overhead, 4-hour, EMA's overhead, sideways, EQ, hourly, 50 EMA. Big pain in the arse right now for bulls. So let's see if we can hold this 29,000 and get an hourly trend change with follow through. I'm telling you, big pain in the butt. So Bitcoin bulls followed the market bulls, and then now they're pulling back. Okay, and I'm just going to keep moving. As long as oil is coming to the downside, I've already locked in 2 of those puts for profit, and this one that's remaining, I'm just going to keep moving that up. Yep, Kevin, it's mostly invalidated now. You got it. All right, so Ethereum and Bitcoin, I wish I had more clarity for you. I've been watching this in Ethereum. It's been holding up pretty well. I connected the first 3 lines exactly. And now this is catching the bodies. The bodies aren't getting candle closes below, but I'm watching this on Ethereum. I guess we could do the same thing for the top side. I'm just watching this tightening pattern. We'll see how we resolve. Okay, oil is bouncing a little bit more. I may take off that last options because options cost so much, but this one expires Monday, so I still have a little time. All right, let's go look at gold. Gold is spunky on that news, and I've been watching this uptrend in gold line, and this is what makes me bullish on gold. Is we're looking for a weekly high or low. It doesn't mean we're going to keep that weekly high or low, but that's what we're looking for. So I do like gold bull, and man, that's a really nice buying of the dip. They freaking land blasted. Bulls. I mean, yeah, shoot. I got stopped out of a gold bottom fish. That's what I get for not telling y'all. Okay. So oil is looking good for potentially putting in that weekly high or low. Oil is a beautiful chart. I love oil chart. I guess that's our next tattoo. I love this oil chart. There's nothing wrong with it. Odds favor a monthly higher low compared to 83.71, and that's why I was looking to top fish this on weakness. We had this big use and expenditure. What's the expenditure of energy and integer to go from this high of 82.43 to a lower low and then try to rally back up? Typically, that's a large expenditure of buying power, and you typically see bull exhaustion up here. And we've made enough room for 8-hour higher low. Again, no big damage on larger term time frames. I was just looking for a short scalp. That 15-minute head and shoulders played out pretty nicely. It's not going to take me out of my last put. That's all right. I'm good. All right, NG. I think I actually had something constructive to say about NG, and it's already gone. Oh yeah, I was looking at this 4-hour potential inverse head and shoulders, and it's already trying to negate it. It's like, come on, nat gas bulls, get your K-wrap together. And wheat, I've been posting about it in the Commodities channel. This has a potential hourly inverse head and shoulders. We were looking for a weekly potential higher low compared to 622. And we bounced at 626 within $4. You can't get any better than that. Apple is weak. Let me go to my notes off screen. Okay, market's recovering very nicely. Gold have a hard time holding up. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's pulling back pretty hard. That is helping gold a ton. Okay, let me go to my notes on Apple. Earnings not too spiffy with iPhone sales potential 4-hour bear flag. Gap rules apply. So if bulls are unable to fill the gap and enter yesterday's range, if they bounce up and turn, that is a short signal. Put your stop over the high of day. That is bears giving you an opportunity to enter short. If bulls are able to re-enter yesterday's range, that is bullish development. Amazon. And I get a lot of messages. I know a lot of y'all think that I am blonde and dumb as dirt. And, well, maybe not a lot of you, but some of you. But I know how to plot the yesterday's high and lows. I've shown you this indicator a million times. This 4C indicator, it does the pre-market high, the pre-market low, the prior day high, the prior day low, prior day open, prior day close. So you don't have to label it all. But sometimes I like to get hit between the eyes on things, and I want it to scream at me, hello, I'm yesterday's high. Hello, I'm yesterday's low. So I do know how to plot all of these things without having to do it the manual way. I choose to do it the manual way because it gives me a lot of clarity. So Amazon, we're spiking up above this July high, 13665. We're spiking up above it. So now I have the July high marked on my chart thinking, on a pullback, could that serve as a potential, not synthetic, an actual support that was prior resistance? Now let's look at the earnings low to high. That matches up closely with the bull flag. 137.54 keeps a bull flag in play. No way, never say that again, please. Now I get messages that are very condescending. It's like, hey, you dumbass, like, excuse my language. Don't you know that this indicator exists? Hey, you, like, people talk to me like that in messages. It's crazy when and I'm not even public. I mean, I've got 1,000 views a day or 1,100 views a day on this, but people can be really mean, and that's okay. That's on them, because you can't break my energy. Potential 4-hour bull flag on Amazon. We're looking for stair-step plays. We're looking for tightening ranges, and you're looking for long entries. In my opinion, you don't want to fight these bulls. Y'all are cute. I don't think I fit that stereotype either, but I swear some people talk to me as if I do. And it's crazy, not to digress, but my accent, when I went to college, my accent was so thick, and I was in the city 2.5 hours away from home in Baton Rouge at LSU, and people would just stereotype me as being dumb because of my accent. And then finally I just said, I'm just going to use this and, to my advantage, because if you want to underestimate me, that's kind of fun. All right, NVIDIA. What did I say about NVIDIA? Potential weekly bull flag. That's potential weekly bull flag. Hourly, 50 MA overhead causing problems. NVIDIA is closer to yesterday's high than yesterday's low. So I have these highs and lows plotted. When we open inside these ranges, then we can wait for stair steps or inside patterns to possibly enter. And I would go with the market trend. Hey, Lee Marshall, I like your style. I don't know what indicator delta the magnet. I think there is a place to check on your studies for you to mark off the high and low. And I'm going to stop at this point actually, and I'm going to go over something that I know some of you don't use this function in TOS, and it bothers me greatly. Okay, so in TOS, this is when you hit the trade function, and this is, you choose the chart. I chose one here on my grid, and then I choose active trader and I choose chart. All right. And now these studies just, I need to go clean this up. Exactly, success, exactly. Duke the Fool, I can read what you wrote. That's funny. Lori is a mood. I am a mood. I am. Okay. So this is serious now. I'm going to stop playing around. So this is PayPal. This week's put, 65 put. Do y'all see that? I traded this yesterday, PayPal put. And you can go to the option chain and copy and paste the actual symbol or the nomenclature you have to put in here to find the 65 put. And if I want to roll up, I can just go in here and change it to 70 or whatever, if I want to roll up or down. So this is how I trade options. And if I want to trade, let's say 10 contracts, I want to buy at the 8 EMA, I can see that little blue dot there. Show studies from the chart. That shows me where the 8 EMA is on the 5-minute chart. A lot of people don't know that TOS can chart option prices. This is not a chart of PayPal. This is a chart of PayPal's $65 put. And I fight for price. So the message today is, I need to make sure I cancel that and I don't leave that on there, is fight for price on options by using your DOM. I was unaware of how many people out there, and I've been doing some mentoring lately, how many people out there are using market orders for options. Don't do it unless you're just trying to stop out quick. Otherwise, don't do it. And I click this auto send, and wherever I can stack my orders and say, I want 30 contracts right here or 40, whatever. And it's one click. And the way I get out of these is I'll do maybe 2 at a time. And if I get in down at $1.08, I'll just start staggering these. That's how I get out. So I just wanted to show you there's a much easier way of entering options and exiting options without using the option chain, which is very laborious. Wow, that's a big word for a Friday morning. So I would check into your DOM. If you have Thinkorswim, I don't know how you trade options without having your DOM ready. And so what I do, whatever I'm looking to trade today, if it's Amazon to the long side, I'm going to go find that Amazon. Let me go find that right now. Trade Amazon. I'm going to look up the option I want to trade. Let's say it's 141 right out the money. And that is red. And so now I have my Amazon option plotted. And I start out my day and I have this on another screen and I'm ready to go. And when it opens, of course, it'll be much higher and I wait for price to settle in. And I have every name I want to trade. I have the DOM in the chart pulled up for that option strike. So I hope that helps someone. Okay, so NVIDIA is opening up inside yesterday's range, still a potential weekly bull flag. Just be careful shorting this name. Oh, good, Todd Father. Yeah, and it is a wonderful trick, y'all, and you're going to get in faster than 99.9% of option traders. You're going to get a better fill, and you're going to get in faster than others can, because it's literally, I can buy market, which I rarely do. I typically sell market if a trade is coming against me and I need to stop out. But I am just here watching price, and I'm seeing how the premium goes up and down, and I'm just plotting my buys here. And I can get in faster than anyone, even with hotkeys. This is faster than hotkeys. Hotkeys are 2 clicks typically. This is 1 click of the mouse. That's it. And you can also do this with, I don't want to mess up. Well, it's fine. I can do it again. If I wanted to trade Amazon Commons, this is how I trade Amazon Commons. I will hit how many ever I want. And then I will say, okay, I want to get in right here. And I'll change my time in force if I'm trying to do it in extended hours. This is how I put my stops in. And you can change these orders and you can do brackets, OCO. It's powerful, y'all. How did we, and I think this is a good way to kind of tie up the lesson for the week. What did I start with at the beginning of the week in Monday? Know thy platform. And I'm ending the week with the same message. Know thy platform. It's going to, oh, I haven't heard of order spider webs. Noelle, you're cute. Okay. So know thy platform. It will give you an extra edge. I don't know of anyone out there that has a better edge than me on options unless they are automatically selling with 20% profit. And I can set that up pretty quickly with OCO. So I know people that do that. They'll sell 1/3 of their options with 20% profit. And as soon as their entry goes in to enter, that triggers the exit order for the stop and possibly the target. And that's one thing I don't use often. And maybe someone out there doing that has an edge up on me, but otherwise they don't. All right, Tesla. 7 years, you never knew. You know, I will teach somebody this and they turn around and teach me something about toss. So I for sure am not a toss expert, but I know exactly what I'm looking at with options, futures, and commons. What I trade, I know. And here, that should be over there. You can, again, plot your studies on here. You can plot the 8 EMA, which that... There's the 8 EMA right there at 4, 5, 30, 35. That's the 8 EMA on the 5 minute. But you can also see where big orders have come back. So if I wanted to buy around here, I would put my order right in front of this 2612 block. So I also use it for futures, and more often than not on futures, I will just click buy market. I don't limit order in as much because they're so darn liquid. Okay, that's a nice recovery on ES. Very nice recovery. Okay, well, I went down a rabbit hole. Oil's coming back on me a little bit. That's okay. Potential 2-minute megaphone on oil to be aware of. I use TradingView charts to watch tickers. I use toss charts to watch option price. Max's Plank, he says you needed someone to explain the benefits of other brokers. Here's the thing. If you're trading options in Robinhood, I get it, which by the way, I read yesterday, they're going to start charging for options. You're looking for that free, which is not even free in options. They still charge you the fees, but you get what you pay for. And I'm coming to a gunfight every day when I come to trade, and I want to bring an AK-47 to my gunfight. I don't want to bring a plastic butter knife. This is bringing an AK-47. In my opinion, toss is a strong tool. I've used Fidelity. I've used these other brokers. I've used Interactive Brokers. And I would say the one closest to toss is Interactive Brokers. I have Trade-Evade. I have Tasty Trade. If you're a big options trader, Tasty Trade is cheaper than toss. But I keep coming back to toss because it's my biggest, it's a big edge. So I use it. All right, Tesla. We're gapping up above yesterday's high. I wish I could give a microphone to one of you and y'all could answer. You know how if you're in a concert, you put the microphone out and you get the audience to sing? That's what I would love for y'all to do right now, is sing. Because I've been singing this so much this week, y'all can carry this tune. If Tesla bears are unable to penetrate yesterday's range within the first 30 minutes, that means the bulls have an edge. And if they turn and burn, that is a long signal. And more than half of you could quote that because you've heard me say that all week. So if Tesla holds 260.49, hold that line, dips back into it, unable to penetrate yesterday's gap, that is a long signal. Okay. It's 6:55 and I haven't even gotten to Queen of the Mountains. It's going to be one of those days. Okay, so I'm going to talk fast. Actually, I'm going to copy from my notes. So y'all can see it. So that way, if you have to log off, at least you can screenshot it. And TCG members, you'll get all my notes. But here's my Queen of the Mountain trades. EXK, weekly higher low on watch, sitting on the daily 50 MA, high risk swing idea, looking for that silver weekly higher low, looking for EXK weekly higher low. That's a swing idea. PAC W, daily higher low on watch, hourly squeeze, has a falling wedge look, weekly potential, inverse head and shoulders. I went back to my old mouse and it's still slipping, driving me crazy. Okay. So I like PAC W for a high risk swing entry here, looking for that weekly higher low. And this 4 hour has a falling wedge look with lower lows not getting follow through. Hourly has a squeeze. I can't get a better idea for you than this one. This is a strong Queen of the Mountain idea for me. High risk. SABR up 32% on earnings. This is a back burner idea. W up yesterday 16% and high short interest. On us up on earnings, I'm looking for first 15-minute back burner. SMH has potential inverse head and shoulders on the hourly chart. I'm looking for a long. SoFi has a daily inside bar, and this has the potential to be a great Friday lotto. And when I say a great Friday lotto, lotto means, this is what lotto means to me. And I'm just going to use some random numbers. Using about 10% of this week's profit. And if I don't have profit for this week, then I don't trade lottos at all on Friday. But lotto to me means about 10% of the week's profit I will risk. So let's say I had $5,000 profit this week. Then I will risk a $500 position on a lotto idea. That doesn't mean I'll lose the whole $500. That just means that's my total position size. So for me, I like SoFi as a lotto today and trading it on the break of yesterday's daily inside bar. If it breaks to the upside, go long. If it breaks to the downside, go short. It's that tight that your risk is clearly defined, because again, your stop is going to be close by, because this was a 31-cent range on SoFi. That is a very, 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 very tight squeeze, high compression. SoFi, and it may pop and fizzle. It may drop and drizzle. Got to get a shirt with that on it immediately. But I like SoFi for an idea. Let me go back to EXK. I'm not going to be able to articulate these a lot. Lamont will be live in just a second, but these are my Queen of the Mountain. EXK long swing idea, PAX long swing idea, SABR and W potential back burner watch, SMA potential IHS, and SoFi daily inside bar with squeeze lotto idea. If you could hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go check back in with ES before we wrap it up. Wrap it up. Break it down. Oh, rake it up. That's what it is. Wrap it up. I was singing Rake It Up in my head. That was the name of the song. And I know y'all all cared. This IHS is not negated yet. Potential 2-hour inverse head and shoulders on ES is still in play. And I told y'all where my stop is on oil. Don't be pig-headed about it. And my stop on oil, I'm making it 82.15 area. And I do like that this is a potential megaphone here. Do y'all see it? So even if it breaks over 82.02 and the megaphone's valid and it pulls back in, I shouldn't get stopped out of my last put if I'm keeping my put around 82.15 stop area. All right, that's it from me. Y'all use stop losses out there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notify button, hit a button. Give me a follow on Twitter @ChartGalLori. TCG members, I'll have these notes over to you in just a jiffy.